Look, I think the Pittsburgh Steelers just found a hidden gem. And guess what? Steelers need a cornerback. And for the second straight year, they may have unearthed a diamond in the rough in the undrafted free agency market. And the guy to watch right now that OTAs have started today, that's Sebastian Castro. He's an undrafted free agent out of Iowa. This guy's got a ton of things that make him intriguing, most notably his versatility. This guy can play 3 positions in the secondary. More on that in a few minutes, but now someone like him making the team, it isn't anything new, right? The front office has a kind of a knack, a way of finding guys outside of the formal draft. In fact, it just happened last year, if you remember. Beanie Bishop. Just a great find last year. Started coming on during camp, and the guy went on to start 8 games with the Steelers as an undrafted free agent, and that was until Cam Sutton came back. I'm not sure Cam Sutton coming back was a incredible upgrade over Beanie Bishop. Beanie Bishop is still a promising player on this team. And this year, undrafted free agent gem, that could be Iowa's Sebastian Castro once again. And coming into the draft, most experts picked him as being drafted late, kind of the day 3 pick, but he also received invites to the Senior Bowl and to the NFL Combine, and usually that signals that someone's going to get drafted, that someone has significant draft stock. But he surprisingly went undrafted, and the Steelers, they pounced on him early in the undrafted free agent period. Gave him a $25,000 signing bonus to join the team. Now, in NFL terms, that doesn't seem like a lot of money, but it's actually a pretty big investment. And so many times, that much money given to a UDFA, it kind of signifies that the team sees him having a definite pathway to make the 53. So he fully expected to be drafted personally, and now he just wears a chip on his shoulder heading into OTAs, and they just started today. And this is kind of a really nice profile by behind the steel curtain. I'm going to get into this a little bit. This is straight from Castro. For someone who thinks they're going to be drafted and then don't end up getting drafted, it's like a shot to the heart. A shot to the heart. It definitely adds motivation. That's part of the game, though. That's why I love this game. You're never going to win every single day, and you're never going to be perfect. And there's a lot of questions that you might have. Why did he not get drafted? Why did he kind of fall? Why wasn't his stock what it needed to be when he got drafted? He's 24 years old, turning 25 his rookie year. That's not exactly a plus in his corner, but I think it's mostly the way that he tested athletically. He ran a 4.59 40-yard dash at the combine. That doesn't blow the doors off. Kind of average size, 5'10", 203 pounds. But the guy was a 2-time All-Big Ten selection while he was at Iowa. And it's one of those cases that you go by the athletic measurables, or if you go by the eye test. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to be very happy that they went by the eye test, because if you look at what he did in Iowa, 14 tackles for a loss, 4 picks, 3 interceptions just in 2023, including a pick 6. And then over his 3 years as a role player, as a starter, combined, he had 14 passes defended in total and 163 tackles. And here's the versatility spot. And this is what I really love about this guy coming into camp. He played the slot for most of his time at Iowa, but the Steelers are now not only going to put him in the slot, but they're going to see how he does at safety. And for now, they're actually going to have him focus at safety. And this is a little more from Castro. It's very new to me. Nothing's very determined right now. I'm playing safety. I'm just playing safety right now. That's what it is for now. I'm also comfortable in the slot, but I'm also comfortable playing strong safety and playing deep safety. I have my fair share. I've been in college for 6 years, thus his age. So I play a lot of reps. I've played a lot of reps, including practice reps as well. I play every 3 positions besides outside corner. So we're looking at him also having some help while he is here in Pittsburgh. He's going to actually be with a couple teammates. That's Logan Lee. And he was actually brought along with Black and Caleb Johnson. I think I just butchered that name. It's been a long day, so bear with me. With a new city here for him, 3 former teammates just helping each other finding the hangout spots, finding their way around town, and also familiarizing themselves together with Pittsburgh as a whole. It's a little more from him. It's definitely cool. It definitely makes you feel more comfortable moving into a different city. You know guys already. That's huge. It feels like a piece of home, a piece of Iowa is going. You're just reuniting. It's a good feeling. He's learning about the defense really quickly. And one thing that's really nice that he's learning about the Pittsburgh Steelers defense is how aggressive the slot corner gets to be. You can gamble. We want to be aggressive with the slot corner. And on tape at Iowa, the Castro excelled at blitzing, really sure tackler. Those are two of his main attributes, his main hallmarks, and that's something that the Steelers definitely pointed out that stuck out and what led to his signing as a UDFA. A little more from Castro. This is a really good interview that they put out. If I can attack anywhere, the more aggressive I can play, the better per se. Every defense is different. A lot of defenses in the NFL, I would like to say they're aggressive. It's just knowing when to be aggressive. That's something I definitely enjoy doing. Once again, versatility, making the roster possibly at one of three positions, or maybe he's just a Swiss Army knife in the secondary. That'd be just a really nice thing to see. At the very least, it's going to provide some quality competition in the slot. And I think he's got a puncher's chance. I can't talk today. I think he's got a puncher's chance of out-dueling Beanie Bishop, perhaps, for that role. It would definitely a good thing to have that competition. So kind of moving on from that, a little bit of news from OTAs today. Several big names weren't there today. The team worked out at UPMC Rooney Sports Complex, taking the first time as a team, but these practices aren't mandatory, so take this with a grain of salt. So during the sessions, some notable names were not there. We got outside linebacker TJ Watt, more on that in just a second. That actually might be significant. We got wide receiver DK Metcalf, cornerback Darius Slay, running back Cordero Patterson, and guard Isaac Seomalu, and kicker Chris Boswell. So some notable names out today, and for Watt specifically, him not being there, starting OTAs, it's not a good thing, right? It's not a positive. We're looking at him entering the final year of his contract. I've been talking about him a lot. He's reportedly not made much progress with the Steelers on a new deal. I'm not sure which end is not budging, but raising concern earlier in the offseason, and that was with the Instagram post that he had the deuces up and saying peace out. And all eyes have been on this negotiation process ever since between the linebacker and the Steelers. Let's keep in mind, though, OTAs, they remain voluntary for the next 2 weeks, and then after that, then it enters into mandatory minicamp. That's when all names are expected to be in attendance, Watt included, and that might give us a better signal as to where they are in contract negotiations. And if Watt's going to, in fact, hold out or hold in, whatever you talk about. If you think about his first contract back in 2021, that's when he reset the market as a defensive player, right? Pittsburgh really took care of him. You guys did him well. And that contract was signed deep into camp. And maybe this is no different. But anyways, not a good sign that he's not there. I think they're definitely, in Castro, I think you definitely may have a diamond in the rough here. It's really good to see. He's at least going to make this camp fun to watch. And let's be watching for him as this offseason continues. Because if we have another Beanie Bishop situation on your hands, that's going to be a really good thing indeed. And for a player that basically costs nothing. So you guys, it's been great growing this channel with you. Enjoy OTAs as the regular season is going to be here before we know it. It is just June almost, which is unbelievable. So I'll talk to you guys soon. I will continue to be here with Pittsburgh Steelers News on the Daily. See ya.